Ches. Not doing the Hakdama. Okay. Starting with Sisashorim, Perek Aleph. This is the most important question, which 99.9% of people don't even think about, doesn't enter their mind. The Bir Klal Chovas Ha'odom B'Olamo. Man's duty in this world, in his world. It's interesting. In his world. He doesn't say Bir Klal Chovas Ha'odom Ba'olam. What is man's duty in the world? In his world. You understand? The Mishnah tells us in Sanhedrin that when you interrogate witnesses before they allow them to offer their testimony, they try to communicate to them the seriousness of taking a life. Because if there's any question in their recollection of their testimony, they shouldn't testify. Because what is the value of a human life? So the Mishnah says, the Mishnah in Sanhedrin, this part of what they tell them before they start interrogating them, that the only species that was created as a single person was Adam. Right? Every other living species had a counterpart, male, female. Adam was Nivra Yechidi. Why was he created Yechidi? Because a person has to say to himself, has to understand, Lo Nivra Olam, Bishvili Nivra Olam. The world was created for me. Why? Because this is Adam. He was a single person. God created a whole world. That just tells you the degree of responsibility and obligation that one individual has. You need a whole existence, a whole universe to address the obligations of that one person. Bishvili nivra olam. So therefore, every human being, it's chovas odom ba'olamo. It's his duty in his world. It's not in the world, it's his world. You have to see the world. Every aspect of the world has relevance to you. You know, every person, applies to a Jew, not a goy, has a unique neshama. And based on that neshama, we'll see later, Ramchal speaks about this in his other svarim, if a Jew sins, it has a negative effect, not only on himself, on his community, globally. Not only globally, physically speaking, on every aspect of existence, spiritual and physical, you've diminished existence. When you do a mitzvah, you empower existence. You advance existence. So therefore, but if it's just a world at large, but it's olamo, because everyone has a unique interest in existence. And whatever your interest is, you affect that aspect of existence. When one person does, another person cannot do. Every person has his unique mission, objective, to affect existence. It's chovas odom ba'olamo. It's his duty, man's duty in his world. Let's first learn the Sefer. We'll talk about it. Yesoda Chasidus. The Shoresh Avoda Tmimahu. You know, just to give you an introduction to the Mesillas Yesharim. The Vilna Gaon, if you have just an inkling of the Vilna Gaon, you don't even understand who the Vilna Gaon was in terms of his greatness, his level of understanding. When the Vilna Gaon was shown he never saw this work, Mesillas Yesharim, and he was shown the work. He was shown 22 Parokim, chapters, first 22 chapters. And this is the way the Vilna Gaon went through a Sefer. Similar to Howard. And when he says, in the first 22 chapters, there's not one word that's superfluous. Every word has value, is written with a specific intent. And the Vilna Gaon said, if I'd have to walk 15 miles to greet this man without shoes, I would do it. That's how he was like overwhelmed with the value of the Ramchal. They never met the Ramchal. But that was a statement on the Mesillas Yesharim, on this particular work. So every word, so he's using a number of words, adjectives. He says, Yisoda Chasidus. He says, the foundation of Chasidus, piety, the Shorish Avodah, the root of flawless divine service. The reason why it says flaw, because it's ho-avoda. It's the hayidiyah. The root of the flawless hatmimu. It's not avoda hatmimu. Ho-avoda hatmimu. It's a double hay, right? Sheyizborev yisamis etzel odom. It should be clarified and verified to the human being. Yeah, that's where it all begins. This is the foundation for piety, the root of flawless service. It should be clarified and verified. What is man's obligation in his world? Okay? Now, what are we doing here? What's it all about? What's my purpose? 99.9999. We could say the 9 forever. Don't even think about it. And even the ones who know about it, you ask them, they can give you the answer, but that's not the focus of their existence. You know, we have other. Of course, I want to be a good Jew, but what? If you understand what this means, everything in your life is a means to an end. Outside of that, nothing else exists. Later, the Ramchal writes, you know, ego plays a major role in our lives. What's ambition? Why is a person ambitious? It's ego. Right. Why do you want to accomplish? Why are you ambitious? Because I think I'm able to, therefore what? So he shows that based on gaiva itself, that means arrogance, haughtiness, self-value, 99% of our investment in life is to address that. And it goes to show, in terms of a person's sustenance, what does one need to live? Just to eat. What quality of clothing do you have to wear? How many suits of clothing? What type of residence do you have to have? Right? Yaakov says, Beged lubosh, lechem lecho, beged lubosh. I need, if you guarantee me bread, which is the staple, and a garment to cover my nakedness, and I have a roof over my head, nothing more than that. You need nothing more than that. Anything above that, that's considered excess. So, but what do you need excess? Because I enjoy it, because I want it, therefore it's irrelevant what you want and what you enjoy. It's irrelevant. The answer is, well, I think I have a right. There used to be somebody who used to come here. Spoke Hebrew originally, he was from Israel. And whenever he would say it, it was like it touched a raw nerve in me. Zemagiali. Okay? Entitlement. I think I'm entitled. You know what I mean? But we all play that record plays in all our heads. We're entitled. And if you're entitled, then it becomes, that's not considered excess. But that's the point he makes later, to be continued.